So happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday. I want to jump on here really quick and show you this. I just got this signal from our AI bot that dropped in here for NZD USD. Of course, with New Zealand being on the opposite side of the planet, it's pretty cool. So I'm going to go in and enter this. And we're going to see where it ends up. Let me go in here and share the chart with you real quick. Get this done. I may have to jump back and forth between screens here. Maybe not. There we go. So this is NZD. I'm not doing the USD JPY. I'm going to do the New Zealand against the US dollar here. It's showing that I've got an entry right here. It's going to come down with a take profit 1 and take profit 2 with a stop loss set in here in a butterfly pattern, as they call it. I've got it set on the 5-minute chart. What I did is, you'll notice this is trending up right now. So looking at the 5-minute chart, you would think that, hey man, this is a counter trend move. But when I go out to like the 4-hour, right? When I go out to the 4-hour, you can see 4-hour overall NZD USD has been trending down for quite a while. If I go to the daily, it's going all the way back to December 28th, right? All the way up through here, it's been trending down. Now there was a trend up, but it looks like you've got some crossover here on my EMA. We've got some trending down. Turn on my cloud, take a look at that. It's actually crossing into the cloud here on my daily. So on my daily, this is a big deal, but on a 5-minute, it's more of a scalp type kind of move. So let's come down here to the 4-hour. It's probably going to have a similar deal. On my 4-hour, I'm actually underneath the cloud. My lagging span is underneath price. My EMA and everything is traveling down, but it looks like I'm getting ready to do a cross. My MACD down here is the same way. It's telling me I've got more buyers than sellers in the market right now, so I'd wait for a cross. Let's get down here to the 1-hour and see what that looks like. 1 hour is actually pushing into the cloud, right? Pushing into the cloud. I'm getting ready to do an EMA cross. If this crosses right here, right, and turns, and again, there's a whole bunch of rules of thumb out there. You shouldn't trade when trades in a cloud, but this is on the 1 hour. Let's go down and take a look at the 15 minutes, see what that looks like. Hit a refresh here, get a little cleaner look. Ooh, that's looking messy, right? So now I do have the lagging span above the cloud. I have price above the cloud on the 15-minute. I see buyers coming into the market on the 15-minute. Everything here is telling me this is a buy. So my guess is no, I'm not going to take this trade unless it decides to turn around and come back down in this direction somewhere. I wouldn't take this trade. So what I do, I'm going to come back down here to the 5-minute chart. I'm going to come back down in here, and I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to give myself a little bit of room. Let's see, where is this target? 6/111.81, 6/111.81, 6/111.81. That's my first take profit area right here. Let me put the coordinates in there, 6/111.81, right? So 6/111.81 is my first take profit. I'm on my 5-minute chart right here, looking at my indicators, right? Looking at my indicators. And the reason I bring this up is everybody pitches like AI bots, like, oh, I got this bot. It's going to get you trades every time. Well, put in a trade yesterday on a bot, hadn't turned around yet and came back down. I put in a buy stop order, sell stop order on it. It hasn't turned around yet. So it says it's coming into this zone. The zone is anywhere between looks like 612.167, 612. Did I say 612.167? Should be right about here, right? About this area here, 162.167 would be right about here is where it should have turned and started coming down. Now, some of the things that I've learned in trading is this is a buy. This is heading into the buy land. I'm going to turn on my Fibonacci's here in just a second. I'm above my cloud, right? I've got a bullish cloud. I've got my lagging span. Everything's pointing up. My MACD's pointing up. I'm above my zero line. Everything's telling me this is a buy. So the reason I'm bringing this up is just because you have an AI bot doesn't necessarily mean it's a good idea to buy the trade, right? You've got to come in and do a little bit of analyzing on it and make sure that it's a trade that you want to take. Now, our gold, when our gold indicators drop, I'm going to say this with confidence that 98% of the time, the gold trade signals that are dropped at least hit TP2 90% of the time, right? They've been just crushing it the last couple of days. The BTC, the crypto trade I took, just crushed it twice. Gold I took, crushed it twice, right? And again, this is the AI bot. I like to come in here and test it. I like to do shorter term trades. On a longer term, it might give me a different signal in here. But again, this trade should have entered right here and started going this way. Everything on this is telling me it's not coming that direction. Now, price is slowing down a little bit. If I go over to my, excuse me, let me make this a little bit bigger. Scoot over, go over to my Heikin Ashi candles, right? My Heikin Ashi candles are telling me everything's trending up. Now, this candle's starting to short up a little bit. Just turn on my fibs and see what the Fibonacci's look like. I'm right on my P line. I've got my R1 up there. Let me come up to the 15-minute. Wow. My R2, my S1, my support is way down here on the bottom. So looking at all of this, again, I'm above the cloud, right? On my 15-minute, I'm above the cloud. It's pretty flat in this area. My Heikin Ashi candle is still running pretty decent. I had a big wick here, which means some sellers tried to jump in, but I'm right at my P level here. Lagging spans above the cloud, EMAs above the cloud. Everything's telling me this price is going up. I've even got out here in the future, it's telling me that I've got a lot of buyers in the market. So what should I do? What should I do? Should I open this trade? Should I go in this direction? Should I do something like maybe take a long position and do something like this, possibly, right? If I take the trade that was given by the AI bot, it would look like this, right? It would look something like that. I got TP1, and then TP2 was 610564, 610564, 61064. So TP2 was right down here. So this would be the AI bot's trade. So for all of this to happen, this would have to turn around. Let me turn off the cloud here. All right, sometimes you get too many indicators, it gets crazy. But right now, it's not telling me to do anything. If I was going to do this, I would shorten this up and actually bring this point down to here for entry, right? I'd actually bring it down here to entry. I'm going to right click on that, and I am going to do an alert. I'm going to add myself an alert to check the chart in here and make sure I got my volume turned on, so when it pings on me, it'll ping, right? So if this price does happen to turn around and come to this point, then I could enter this. If everything, I mean, my EMA has to cross, everything has to turn. I have to see a lot of indicators to tell me this is going to turn. Typically, when I hit my P zone, sometimes right in here, it'll bounce up and do some stuff like that, and it may come back down this way and then come back down up here. So it might do that, right? A lot of times it'll hover right here, do a little bit of consolidate, and then it'll turn around and come back down this way, then come back down in here. So it's set up for an alert. So if it does pop that way, I can come back and I can enter the trade here. I'm not going to enter up here. I'm not going to wait for that. I'm just going to wait for the alert to pop off here. The other option here, if it does break above this zone, I'm going to do another alert like right in this area, right? Add an alert, check my chart. I'm going to put an alert right in this area. So if price does get up here, I can take this and look at a possible buy that's going to run up in this direction. So I just wanted to share that with you. This is how I trade. This is how I use an AI bot, right? It dropped a signal and said, hey, dude, possible trade option. So I'm going to come in and look at the options, right? I'm going to come in and take a look at them and see if it's a good trade. I like learning to see how reliable these are. They hit and miss, right? It's like, I think it's like 45 trade signals sent out today. So out of those 45, depending again on your work schedule and your day schedule, I would recommend using a demo account when you're doing these and doing like I just did here. I set some alerts up on this. So depending on where price goes, when it's going to move, if I'm awake, right, the alerts would set in. Somebody said, why don't you just set a sell stop and buy stop order? I don't want to, right? Because if it comes down, it might bounce off this, come around and turn that way. Don't want to do that. Just rather take an alert set. Worst case scenario, right? I need to put a note on this. Let's see, what time is it? It's 6:34. I'll just say 6:30 p.m. on 1/18/24. AI bot signal option. I didn't enter it. I just put it on there. I wanted to put a note on there so I knew what time it was, so I can check that just to see where it goes, right? We'll see where it goes. I have a feeling, just based on stuff, unless there's some type of something in the market that with New Zealand. Let me go check that out. As a matter of fact, calendar here real quick. Let me hit refresh on the Forex Factory calendar. The only news that's coming up is at 10:30 p.m. for JPY. Then moving into Friday, I don't see any NZD news. There is U.S. news that's going to happen tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We'll see what happens with the price on that for Friday. But other than that, we'll see where this goes. I'm going to wait for this alert. It's probably going to pop off pretty quick, and I'll check this alert if it keeps going this way. Let's go back to traditional candles and see what they look like. Yeah. Where's my P? I'm actually above my P on this one. So I have a feeling it's probably going to trend up and do something like this. Hit here on that one. I like using Heikin-Ashi candles. I just sort of dig those sort of trend following candles. Pretty neat. Anyway, that is that. I wanted to share that with you. If you really want to learn how to trade, if you really want to get into the market and learn how does this work, because there's no, I put a post up today, there's no shortcut to success. It takes hard work. You've got to show up to class. You've got to learn how to do this. You've got to have some risk management in here. If you have a big enough account, I can literally just go in and enter both of these trades, right? If it goes this way, I win. If it goes this way, I win. If it happens to stop out, I'm not going to lose too much. I could do that as well. So I've got a lot of options in there, but I'm just going to wait for the alerts to pop, and then we'll see what happens, and I'll go from there. So I'm going to do a stop screen share. If you have any questions about getting enrolled in the classes, Stock Options Bootcamp is happening. The crypto classes are off and just popping. The Forex classes are popping. The gold is popping. The scalping in the morning is popping. Just a great, absolutely awesome community. If you want to get on this side of the planet and learn how to trade, and basically just be able to make money when you want to. Reach out. My phone number scrolling across the bottom of the screen, or you can click that QR code. I think that's the right QR code. It should take you to that website that's right above me right here. You can go in and just check out some stuff in there. I've got several videos up to just talk about the company and the opportunity and so on and so forth to get into the academy. I love you. I appreciate you. Jesus loves you. Absolutely nothing you can do about that. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators and help you make a lot of money. We'll see you next time. Happy trading. Bye-bye.